Thank you for joining us today to support the newest addition to campus. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Russ Kershaw, and it's been my honor and privilege to serve as Dean of the Byrum School of Business, where business happens, for the past 6 years. We are all here today at the groundbreaking ceremony for a new business school facility. You don't understand how good that feels to say that. So since I have the mic, I'm going to say it again. We're all here today at the groundbreaking ceremony for a new business school facility for one reason. And that reason is the Byrum School faculty have created and implemented a fundamentally different approach to preparing students for the dynamic world of business. We've replaced the traditional textbook, lecture, exam-based set of courses, which focus on memorization and regurgitation of facts, formulas, and terms, which, by the way, is pretty much obsolete because of Google. And we've replaced that with a series of experiences that require all of our students, not just a select few, to engage with real business problems, people, and projects from the day they arrive as freshmen until the day they walk across the stage at graduation and shake the president's hand. Our focus now is on developing key skills that our students are going to need in the business world, like communication, teamwork, problem solving. And we also give them experience to help them build a resume. To use a sports analogy, we have built practice fields inside our business school. Speaking of building, this facility will be more than a shiny new building for us. It's being explicitly designed and built for our program, with the classrooms, collaboration spaces, presentation venues, and technology that will significantly enhance our ability to develop future business leaders. And oh, by the way, it'll also help us recruit more students to Maryland. So, on behalf of the Byrum School faculty, and more importantly, our students, thank you again for joining us this evening and for your support of our fundamentally different, i.e. better, business school. It is my pleasure now to introduce Sister Jean Marie Cleveland, Vice President for Mission Effectiveness for the Invocation.
On behalf of the 199 Sisters of St. Francis, I'm excited and honored to be here this evening. I think Mother Teresa would have had no idea what she was beginning when she came to Oldenburg in 1851. And Mother Clarissa would have had no idea what she was beginning when she brought Marian College here in 1937. They would be very proud, I believe, to see it today. And so, let us pray. Lord, we ask your blessing on this ground, on this space that will house the Byrum School of Business. We ask your blessing on all the faculty and staff that will work there, and especially on all students who will come to study. We ask above all that with their business courses and their business experiences, they learn the true value of being honest and honorable people. We ask that you give them a spirit of understanding, a spirit of love for all. We ask you to bless all those who will enjoy this building, and we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. privilege to introduce President Elsner.
Thank you, Sister Jean Marie. Thank you. We have quite a crowd here, and it's nice to see you all. I want to thank the Board of Trustees, many of you, and I see some donors that have helped get us this far. Certainly I want to thank Schmidt and Associates. They've done so many projects around here, and it's certainly the same with Schill Sexton. I see many of our good friends, and we've been, this last 15 years, partnering in a number of projects out here, and they always go very well. I can recommend them highly. Thank you to key donors. Dr. Kershaw has a great vision. There's a great curriculum. There's a great program. We actually do business here, as he said. Not too long ago, I asked Dr. Kershaw, Dr. Anyking, and I to put together a strategic plan. One of the big priorities now in enrollment growth and interest of students is business. And we have a WIG here, a wildly important goal. We're going to double the number of graduates by 2025, and business is a big part of it. So I asked Dr. Kershaw what part they could be of it, a significant part, and he said what I need is a building. So it'd be like a hand farmer needs a tractor. Okay, he was only doing as much as he could. And so we started talking to some of our campus leaders, and we started to talk to some of our trustees and donors, and there was tremendous interest and belief in the plan. Very interestingly, we've never had a business school building. We have a business school. It's a good future. I noticed this year another student, Emily Dahl, is an OR fellow. We've had a lot of progress. Our business students compete at national competitions. They weren't too long ago, they were up at Notre Dame, and I think we ended up 5th. There was a lot of schools like IU, 4th. IU, Michigan, Butler, etc. were like 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I think we'd have been one higher, but Notre Dame beat us out for 3rd, but we were on their home turf. The students said we got homered. So they said Marion North, I refer to Notre Dame as Marion North. So the students seemed to think maybe they were actually 3rd, but I said take your 4th and be happy. 100% of our students participate in internships. 98% of the business students have full-time employment. In just less than 6 months, graduating, all accounting majors do. We have the managing partner, E&Y, here in town, which I think it's the largest one in town. They do Lilly and Simon and WellPoint, and I guess that's Anthem now. Significant leadership roles of our business majors. And I just say in conclusion, you know, we talk about advancing human flourishing in the world, key to our mission and vision. You know, if you're going to advance human flourishing, there's got to be leadership. Leaders build businesses. We're very proud of our students. I think there's 10 of them this year going on to major seminary school. People working not-for-profits. We're very proud of our teachers and those involved in healing and going on to medical school. But frankly, at the core, what everybody wants is a role in the world. They want a job. Businesses create jobs. They create good paying jobs. Well-run businesses create opportunity. They create the very wealth that will build this building and support our student scholarship. And it'll be wonderful as we advance our wildly important goal and double our enrollment, that a larger number of really well-educated students, smart, principled, skilled leaders will go out in business and build buildings and build jobs and create new inventions and make life better for people. It's core of what we're about. Well, like everything around here, the very creation of the school, Mother Teresa Hackelmeyer, Clarissa Dilhoff, who brought the school to Indianapolis. Every building you see around here, every program, you can put the face of a leader, someone who caused it to happen, created the spark, the catalyst. Well, we have a catalytic converter here today. And Paul and Debbie Norman stepped up to take a leadership role. We needed a lead gift to get this started. You'll hear more about this as it unfolds and how we're going to name the building. But we're very fortunate to have an alumnus of Marion who spent about 30 years away. Was it a little more? Okay. He spent a little time away from Marion, came back to watch a football game, got back involved. We're thankful that he did. And I want to invite an alumnus of Marion, and at this point, the lead giver to this building, Mr. Paul Moore. Paul?
Thank you. I didn't know this was going to be this many people here. You're so nice. I want to thank Dan, his entire staff, in particular, Ken Brett, John Fink, Will Hampton, Nicole Ellis. They've all made Debbie and I feel very relevant to their cause in making Marion great. Now I want to say in making Marion greater. There's an ER in that great. And so when Dan approached me of being the lead contributor to the Byrum School of Business, it was an easy choice for Debbie and I to make. Dan mentioned something about 30 years. I'll tell you a short story. And if you don't believe in fate, right now, when we leave here this evening, you will believe in fate. In October 2008, I just happened to turn TV on. And as all males do, I turn on what? ESPN. To catch college football scores that Saturday afternoon. And just by chance, it had Marion football game score at the bottom of that TV screen. Just by chance, my good friend, who was a 72 graduate of Marion, was watching TV at the same time. And he calls me instantly to ask me if I knew if Marion had a football team or not. And I said, how would I know? I haven't been back for 35 years. When I graduated here in May of '73, I had not returned. I had no contact with this school. So John called and said, maybe we should go to a football game. He called our baseball coach, Coach Lynn Morrell, to arrange a meeting at Pike High School that November. And people, it was cold. It was cold. And to think I was going to go to a college football game at a high school field, I'm thinking I'm going to drive 2.5 hours. There better be some good football here. But more important, John and I were having a conversation before the game. We were just standing out there actually waiting for Coach Morrell to show up. And here comes a gentleman. I'm going to say gentleman now, but at the time, we didn't know if it was a gentleman or what. He was dressed head to toe, and he approached us out of the blue and introduced himself. That person who introduced himself to John and I was President Dan Elsner. And what Dan did in a short conversation was ask John and I to come back to school after 35 years and see the progression that had been made and how successful the school looked. So Coach Morrell was gracious enough to bring us back. And someone asked me, as far as preparing to talk to you, how does a new Byrum School of Center Byrum School of Business and the new athletic facility, how does it compare to when I went to school in '73? Well, I would tell you, from the time for 35 years, from '73 to '08, it had changed tremendously. And at that moment, I knew that I wanted to be a part of Marion's future. And I thank Dan Elsner for being the ambassador he is to this great university of coming up to talk to two strangers at a football game in a high school's field that cold November Saturday. So Dan, thank you. Thank you all.
I believe now, if I get it right, we're going to do a little photo op with shovels. And we'd like to invite Clark Byrum Sr. to come up and join us. As you know, his name is on the school, and he can tell the story much better than I, but he went to a school down in Bloomington somewhere and got his business degree there. And as he's told me, I didn't learn much from that school. I learned it in the real world. And so he's been the inspiration for the program we've put together here. So thanks for coming up, Clark. No, I think just fine.
I think what we need is another member to dig. Bill Drew, why don't you come dig with us?
Oh.
Come on. It'll be good for you. You'll be in the photo op.
I'd love to because I'm so proud of these guys, but they're so much taller than me when they're sitting on their wallets.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Jane, get a grip, Jane.
There you go. Isn't that awesome? I'm gonna get some real dirt because I want to. That's awesome. Yeah.
I didn't know I was the master of ceremonies. This is it. It's over. For those that need a ride over to Alumni Hall, we have the lovely golf carts sitting here, and we'll join you all over for cocktails momentarily.
Very good.
Thank you.